I hope you are just as ready to be fired up as I am. I have a powerhouse woman. Shanara Carter is here with us today. She is one of our expert top producing secrets authors. She is out of Chicago, and she's going to be talking about today. Hello, Shanara. Welcome.
Hello. Hi.
So I know if you meet Shanara, I just love her. In fact, she's one of the last ones today. I was like, Shanara, I had to have you last because you have such good energy, and she'll keep me excited. So tell us a little bit about your story. First of all, where can people reach out to you from?
Okay.
First of all, then you do what?
First, you got to buy this book. This book has some amazing individuals in there, and you can definitely learn more about me in this book. But other than that, once again, I'm from Chicago. You can reach me on my Instagram handle, At Home with Shanara, on my Facebook handle, At Home with Shanara. Everything is At Home with Shanara.
At Home with Shanara. I like it. Chicago is where you bring referrals to her from Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your journey.
I started as a nurse, a registered nurse. So I was a registered nurse and wanted more. I actually tried to become an agent back in like 2007. I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. It was like 2006. Found out I was pregnant and tried to do it pregnant, and it just didn't work out. I was working full-time as a nurse in the daytime, trying to go to real estate school at night. Just didn't work out. Passed that buck, calling my name. So I go get my license, and the rest is history.
So what year was that?
That was 2018.
So 2018, you got your license. I know that you were still kind of doing nursing and doing real estate. What switched and made you tell what happened?
So in 2018, got the license, but it was challenging, right? I'm working full time. I am a divorced mother of a kid still in grammar school, and the clientele just wasn't there. And I wasn't active on social media websites. I wasn't telling people I'm a realtor. So it's like, where are these people going to come from, right?
Yeah.
So it was a slow start, right? So I closed my first deal, and after that, I was like fired up. First client happened to be a family member, right? And I was just so happy that they trusted me with that process, right? And when we got done, he said, you would never have known that this was your first deal.
Ooh.
So that was the confidence that I needed right there to get it going. So I enrolled into this coaching program, and it helped a little bit, got me going. Then I was like, okay, I really want to do this. And I take a leave of absence from work to take care of my mom, but I'm doing real estate during that time, right? And I was like, yes, I'm doing this. So that leave of absence let me know that I could do this full time, gave me that confidence. The plan was to not leave until the end of the following year. But of course, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. What am I going to do? How do I get more clients? And the algorithms on social media heard my pain, and this lady starts popping up, right? And I enrolled into your program, and the rest was history.
So tell me a little bit. So what is your chapter about?
So my chapter is the listing process.
The listing process, okay.
Yeah.
Which we have heard many people say that once they have started using our listing process, they've never lost a listing or one that they wanted to take. We've heard it at that time after time after time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So she's going to be talking about today the listing process, on what she's learned through working with me on how to gain every listing that she goes on. So talk to us, Shanara.
So yes. So, oh my God, the pre-portion, that preparation is completely different. It helps you stand out from the rest.
Yes.
So let's go from just that initial phone call. So from that initial phone call, I'm gathering pertinent information. I'm getting to know them. I'm asking questions, but I'm asking questions in a conversational manner.
Yes.
Where it doesn't feel like I'm like reading off a checklist.
Yeah.
Like that. So I'm gathering everything I need. So that whole CMA box, that the drop off before the appointment. So in there, I have like personalized, and that's the thing. So this is where mine is a little different. I truly, when I have an appointment, I am personalizing all those materials to their house. Like I'm literally reprinting that first page with a picture of their house on it. So all of my marketing materials are targeted and marketed towards their house. So when they get it, they're like, oh my God, that's my house.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a QR code in there with my listing presentation video. And I'm like, listen, watch this video before I come to this appointment. So I have all those materials in there.
Now let's just go, the pre-marketing video is a 15-minute video that talks explain it. I mean, it literally is talking about things that most agents wouldn't even know to talk about. It's talking about, geo-targeting, social media, digital marketing, like how it's used appropriately, retargeting people, how you can get massive engagements, likes, comments, shares, hundreds of hours of watch time. And it's really different than what most agents are speaking about. So they're watching that before you even
show up to the appointment. They're supposed to watch.
Yeah,
before I get there.
They
right?
do. I mean, it was rare that someone didn't watch the video. I mean, I can tell you, and this is not an exaggeration. I would say maybe 3 out of 100 would be like, Krista, I only watched half of it, or I didn't have a chance. I'm gonna watch it once you leave. But people watched it because it was a very important decision. It's most of the times the most expensive investment they'll be doing, so they take it serious.
Yeah, and I make that clear. So the nursing side of me, that profession has definitely set it up where I'm not selling them. I'm really there for service. I'm really trying to see, can I find the best possible solution for them? And so that appointment really turns into like a meeting with a friend versus an appointment.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of get the gist of that from the listing presentation videos. Yeah. Like, get to know me a little bit. And then when I come in, they're like always amazed. But yes, the video is telling them how I'm going to market their property. No one's going to market their property like I am. No one's going to get the views on their property like I am. The only issue we should have with selling this property is if we don't agree on price, right? But other than that, I'm going to get you all the views. I'm going to get you, I'm going to bring in buyers. I'm going to bring in everything that's needed to get that property sold. I'm going to come in and I have staged consultation come in, and that's talked about in the video. Even if you're living there, I'll have the stager come in on how we can rearrange your furniture already, what we need to, like depersonalize, right? And how we can organize and just make it, a more comfortable setting and setup for sellers.
So they watch the listing presentation video. You have a QR code on the box as well. Yeah. That QR code drives the sellers to where?
So the QR code drives them to my funnel, right?
So your seller seminar funnel.
Yes. But in the box, there's a QR code that they can scan for the listing presentation.
Oh, good. So they scan for listing presentation for that. And you've got your book in there, your co-author with me, you've got marketing plan, seller's guide, the checklist, the seller questionnaire, all of it's in there.
So everything is in there. Yeah, everything is in there.
So I kind of briefly went over that. And again, if you go to KristaMashore.com/secrets, Shanara in her chapter really goes over in much greater detail everything to position yourself as the go-to authority in real estate. So now, no longer a nurse. Now you're selling. Kind of talk about that journey. I mean, right now in real estate, interest rates have been high for a while now. Inventory has been low. It's been a harder year for a lot of people, but not for you.
Not for me.
Not for you. Yeah. I remember I have a testimony of you saying you pretty much go on at least 2 listing appointments a week. Is that around accurate still?
So give or take. Yeah. So it has and I am going on appointments, but a lot of times they're like up in the air, just trying to figure out what they're going to do. And I feel like I'm there, like I'm helping them doing like future planning or something.
Yeah,
sometimes, right? Counseling. Yeah. But yeah, so I am definitely at least going on an appointment, a minimum of once a week.
Once a week. That's so good.
And if I do not get that listing, it's because they've decided not to sell, or they're doing things in preparation of a checklist I've given them to get ready for the sale.
And you used to be more buyer heavy, now you're more seller heavy.
Yes,
that's important to you.
This listing process did for me. So that is what the listing process did for me. It gave me the confidence to even go after the sellers. Because truth be told, when I first started in the business, like, you don't really know what you're doing, especially if you don't have the support, right?
Yes.
Well, the few appointments that I went on, they didn't go well, right?
Yeah.
Even the first listing that I had, I wasn't able to sell that listing. And so that I didn't have the confidence with sellers. So I just like put everything into buyers. And could I have done more listings then? Possibly so, but those negative experiences kind of like, hurting that.
Yeah. What made you finally decide to invest in working with me? What was do you think, the deciding factor?
The deciding factor was, you spoke to my penny. It was easy for me. I didn't have to. You were following me. You were talking to me. You were showing up everywhere. And I was like, let me go to this 2-day event, right? I go to the 2-day event, and I signed up immediately. There was no, let me investigate. Like, I did no homework. I didn't investigate. I didn't do anything. I knew that was going to be the tool that I needed to take my career to the next level. I knew it instantly. Oh, and I signed up right away.
Well, for you, though, you're implementing them. You've done the work. And you also have such a good attitude. You're always, even when things have been, I know you had a kind of a rougher year this past year as far as some personal situations that were going on with your ex-husband.
Yeah.
But you still always come with a smile, and you keep trucking, and you keep going, and like high energy equals high income, right? What gets celebrated gets replicated, and you always have a good attitude.
Yes, I try. You have to, because life will knock you down. Like, life will take you out. It's lifing, right? And things are going to happen. And so I'm big on my spiritual faith. And so I just, no matter what happens, I know it's happening for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's nothing I can't handle, and I know it's a moment, and this too shall pass. And so I don't let moments affect long term. It's a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't let what's happening right now affect tomorrow. I get up and I keep going and I try it again. It's not so many times where I can say I just can't today. Like, it's just not in my vocabulary. I gotta get up. I gotta do it.
Not your vocabulary.
I gotta do it.
Yeah. Well, it's been nice seeing. I love being around you. You know that. It's nice seeing. I guess you just love her. You can, even if you're just listening, you can just hear her energy in her voice, and always smiling. This Shanara is always smiling.
Yeah.
All right. So I always end every, help you are just as fired as I am. You need to go to KristaMashore.com/secrets to see her chapter about the pre-listing process, anything and everything she does to secure every listing that she goes on, unless for whatever reason she decides not to. And also, what would your advice be? Any advice that you can give? If you had to give one piece of advice, business, personal, marriage, health, wealth, happiness, what would it be?
If I could tell you to do one thing, it would be to just do it and do it. This is my thing. Do it and do it at the highest level possible. Just do it. And the reason why I say that is because initially I did not just do it. And when you look back in hindsight, I wish that I would have just got started. I wish I would have just got out of my own way. So it would be get out of your own way so that you can be your future self now, right?
Yeah.
Just get out of your own way. So that if I could tell you anything, it would be to just do it. If the problems are going to be there, the money problems, the family problems, the relationship problems, like they're all going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't change and do something, you're going to be in the same situation, or it's going to get worse. So do something now so you can change tomorrow.
Oh, so true. And it's the case. One of the things that I ask people, and this has been a really needle mover for a lot of people, and that is, what is it going to be like if you don't change? I mean, how long has this problem been persisting? How much longer are you going to allow it to happen? What does it cost you? And when I made my career change, I was in real estate doing very well. I sold 154 homes the year before I left real estate to be a coach. And people thought I was crazy for leaving real estate. But I was to a point where I had been 100 homes every year, 20 plus years in a row. I was tired. And my thing was, what is going to be the outcome if I keep doing this? I missed teaching and missed helping. And I think that needs to be something. What is going to happen if you don't make the change? Like you were at the same thing. You were nursing. No longer happy with it, draining you. Nursing is such a hard career.
I know. So my nursing job this is funny because my nursing job was actually public health nursing, Monday through Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it was beautiful. Like it was sweet. It was nice. I didn't work hard. I worked harder as a realtor than I've ever worked as a nurse.
Wow.
The difference is I still choose.
You choose.
I choose. I choose whether I get up that day and do it. I choose if I don't. And when you work for someone else, you don't have a choice. So I definitely, it is harder work, But it got to a point where it wasn't about the client, it was about numbers. And so even in my real estate career, I'm not about transactions, I'm about relationships. So it's not about the number of transactions. It's about that I've given that transaction that I'm in my best self, right? And so we couldn't do that at our job anymore. It was just about the numbers. How many families are you servicing? It wasn't about the quality. It was about the quantity.
Yeah.
And so here, even though quantity is important, quality is just as important. And here I get to give quality service and still crush the numbers like this food. So,
Sarah, I just appreciate you. Everyone, where can they find you again?
You can find me at Home with Shanara on all handles. So that's IG, Facebook, YouTube, At Home with Shanara.
At Home with Shanara. People, I hope you are just as fair as I am. Go grab a copy of Top Producer Secrets.
Yeah.
KristaMashore.com/secrets to see Shanara's full chapter. And thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.